HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here. And we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're live on Wednesday night, Lincoln, Nebraska. 93.7 The Ticket. Again, be a part of what we're doing. 402-464-5685 is the Sartor Heyman text line. You want to be a part of it? You want to jump on the stream if you can. For those that can hear and see, if you want to stream in, Facebook, YouTube, X, or Allo Channel 961, if you want to, if you're able to. Apparently some folks aren't able to as well. The storm has shaken up things, and I'm getting traffic reports and weather reports. And so I decided that for local programming, what we had planned, we would push to later. But I do want to have conversations about what's going on out there. There's some interesting information being shared. But we have Andy from MCN on the VIP line. Andy, how are you, and where are you?
Very good, guys. I'm up on 70th and Havelock, just getting to my brother's house here since our broadcast got canceled.
Wow. So it is that way. We're hearing that, a lot of stations are down. A lot of communications are down. How bad is the weather there, and how's the traffic?
Well, the traffic is, to be quite honest, pretty terrible, because on 70th Street you have multiple trees down and branches, and a huge tree fell over into the street just north of Adams. So 70th and Adams, you have all sorts of southbound traffic backed clear up on 70th Street. So if you can avoid that, you'd really want to.
And how are the traffic lights? Because we're getting reports that a lot of the traffic lights are out in the city, and I would imagine so around the city as well.
Yeah, so just a moment ago, before I got to my brother's house, the street light was down at 70th and Havelock, and everyone was being real courteous. Drivers are kind of helping each other out, but yeah, there's still multiple street lights down.
Yeah, it through most of it. And is there any signs of flooding where you are, or is it mainly just rain and wind that's causing the damage?
Signs of flash flooding. The crow's nest at Dean Herzog's field took on some water, but they got out the old mop and bucket and cleared that up. But otherwise, it's quite the awesome sight. Someone said it was like a hurricane blew across the baseball diamond, and that's exactly what it looked like.
Were they able to clear out most of the folks who were there for baseball?
Yes, and it was a very nice setup over there at Seacrest and Dean Herzog Field, where the players and coaches got escorted to the football dugouts, which were, back underneath the baseball stadium. So safety measures were taken, and they had a really nice plan to handle that.
Andy, how safe will it be? And what I would ask, hopefully, is that you get to where you need to get to safely and then call us back. Let's get you to where you need to get to safely, and then check back in with us and give us some more update.
Very good. Thanks, DP.
Andy, thank you very much, kind sir, from NCN.
Yep.
And again, if you have information, you can text the information in. You can text it on Facebook. You can text it on YouTube. You can text it to the text line 402-464-5685. And if you have, and again, I'm going to ask you just to be considerate, because this is when it comes to phone calls and that information, we have to trust that you're going to honor and be respectful and give good information. And let's not play a game when folks are out here. Traffic lights are out all around the area, and those are the reports that we're getting. So, we're going to ask that if you're in your car, just be considerate. Like, go back to base level driving. Listen, I need to worry about my partner on the road. I need to be considerate of other folks, because you may have better vision than they do. It may be a different thing. Harrison, can you read that from Austin?
Yeah, so from Dave, 33rd and Vine at 27th and A, street lights out. So again, more street lights out.
Give that cross again.
And then Andy NCN. It looks like Austin will ask if Andy NCN is calling back. Write that on the board for me.
Okay. So 33rd and where was that? 33rd and where? Do you remember?
Vine.
33rd,
33rd and Vine.
From the text line, Belmont Power is out, including traffic lights, 10th and Cornhusker, Superior, and 180. So again, folks, this thing came through with a quickness, and we were talking about how dark it was. Yep. We were talking about how dark it was quickly, because at like 4:30, it just went from light to dark. And then we start seeing flashes at the stadium. At the station, and flickering lights in here, in the mill, and then even in the studio directly. And I thought, okay, this is a thing. And I can tell you, this is part of why we chose this, was the picture window at 11th and O allows us to see weather and people and cars and traffic to go through. And the tree out here literally looked like one of those car sales lots with those inflatables just swinging back and forth.
Well, it's 80-mile-an-hour winds.
80-mile-an-hour winds. And again, the severe thunderstorm warning is until 10 o'clock. It originally was 6 o'clock. Now it's 10 o'clock. So it's gathered some momentum. Now we're getting big lightning flashes outside the window as we speak. But the tree, I expected full branches to come off of this thing.
Well, there's a few if you look down the window on O Street.
Yeah, to do that, and then you saw the water building up. The last flood, we had some floods in the bathroom.
Speaking of which, DP, I talked to the second boss already, Rebecca, but we'll get that worked on as well.
Yeah, like that right. That was the thing that was in play. So again, if you're driving, just be. slow down a little bit.
Yeah, go back to 10 and 2.
Slow down a little bit. And just be considerate of other folks, because what you see may not be what they see.
Mhm.
You may see them, or they may not see you. And so you've got to go through this thing. 33rd and South Street, all traffic lights are out. 40th and 48th Street, south of Randolph, all traffic lights are out. Lots of tree branches down and trees all over that area. So again, plan your travel, get your GPS out, because it sometimes updates and gives you information on what's required.
Yeah. And I want to get this one from DM2.
Yep.
Traffic is bumper to bumper on 70th South from O to A, and emergency vehicles just went through. And again, that's part of being safe. Got to make sure, leave some room for those vehicles running through there, especially in this kind of weather. You need to make sure they can get where they need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Treat traffic lights that are out as a 4-way stop. Great note, great reminder, things to consider along the way. Wow. D-Man, his roommate's car took a branch to the hood of the car at 70th and Vine. So it's this thing that you can't plan. We're all tiptoeing anyway, especially that time of day, 6 o'clock, drive time in full. In some cases, and there is some fortunate that it's not during the school year, right? But as Andy said, there are tournaments going on, there are events going on, and it's dinner time. So folks are making plans as well. Traffic lights are out another text, traffic lights everywhere. Tell them a blank traffic light is the same as a flashing red. So just take care of each other. Just take care of each other. So again, 402-464-5685. If you have information, I'm not sure how many information centers are working right now. We've been told there are radio stations that are down. So, and here's the other thing. We're a local station. A lot of the national folks can't get you local coverage of what's going on. So we're going to stay here with you. We had plans and conversations that we were going to run through. But again, we got pictures from Beatrice, pictures from Seward, pictures from Grand Island, pictures from Omaha. And I'm being told that Omaha is taking a beating. So again, we will take any of your texts. And again, just be considerate, right? Give us information that's helpful.
Yep.
And
you can even tweet and tag the ticket if there's something you want us to talk about, something you're seeing.
Yeah, there's a way to get to us. If you want to call in and just explain it. We do have Austin back there. He could answer the phone if you have something you really want to get on air immediately. But the text line is a pretty good way to get the information out there. And again, as you're in the cars, we're looking across the street, and there's plywood that's flying by. There are cardboard boxes that are flying by. They've picked up and moved the emergency cones that were sitting at a construction site across the street, and they were thrown. They're young people out with scooters, so being able to move in that space. Again, be careful. Be careful, because and folks that are walking, there are folks who are doing it under shelter. They're trying to find safe places for them to communicate. But it is a thing. Also, from the text line, on the bright side, it's a lot cooler out. Yeah,
I mean, about 30 degrees.
Yeah,
it feels like.
Yeah, it dropped. Is that? Yeah, it's 76 degrees.
Yeah, it drops dramatically as soon as that front. You imagine that wind gust of clearing everything out.
Wow. Text OG Les said, my kid's pool relocated to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Listen, this is the part though, right? Because it's the stuff that you can't. There are things you do in the summer. Grills are out there. Grills are not all sturdy and can handle 80-mile per hour wind. Lawn and patio furniture, that stuff ends up, and you don't know what's happening around you, that it could pick up some trash and throw it towards your car, towards your window. So you have to do that. From the text line, no power in Cortland. You're the only station to listen to. Well, you know what? That's why we're here.
Absolutely.
That's literally why we're here, trying to make sure that information that needs to get out can get out. If you have information to share, if you want to be able to communicate with folks and say, This is what's going on. I'm sure that safe places are welcome. So if there's a place that you can go park your car, whether it's under a bridge and be safe, if you can get home, I'm looking at things again. Things are flying by across the street. So that is really a thing. Palmyra, Nebraska, trees on
trees on houses, roads, impassable currently.
Wow. Where's Palmyra?
It's a good question. Let me find out real quick.
Yeah.
Text line, feel free to beat me to it.
Yeah, if you can do that. We also have a note. Please remind people that if power stays out for more than a few hours, check your food in the fridge. That's another thing to consider, right? And again, I'm not sure. Let us know what area you're in.
So Palmyra is southeast of Lincoln.
Okay.
Not too far, probably give or take 20 minutes, if that even.
Feel free to let us know where you are and how it is there. So it's a great opportunity to roll call and kind of say where you are and how things are there. It'll let folks know because there's some folks who are still commuting as well. So if you can say, hey, listen, this road is passable, this one isn't, it'll help folks who are able to hear what's going on and know. Eric says 33rd in the A, the power is out. So listen, hang out, find a safe spot and do your thing. Ben says, stay off Normal Boulevard. Mad Max out here. Man, sorry to hear, trying to do that. Popeyes North 27, good to go. Good to hear.
That is a good
Pecan Pie, appreciate you, brother. Hey, man. Hey, Pecan Pie, listen, may have to say, if you can make that work, if you can make that work, listen, he's got a sturdy car. I've been in Pecan Pie's car, so I know he's got a sturdy ride. Listen, bro, if you are driving by a drive-through that is functional without a line, it appears Harrison and I are going to be here a while. So if you can make it through, greatly appreciate it. No, seriously, greatly appreciate you sharing the information. I need to move my laptop closer. Texter says, I put four steaks on the grill at 420. My grill and my steaks ended up in my neighbor's yard. Yeah, it's just to be careful. Again, the power outage is really a thing. Yep. Eric says, thank you. On my way to Popeyes. Like it, because he's at 33rd, so he can get from 33rd to 27th. That makes sense. Texas says parking under bridges and overpasses is unsafe. Again, good thought. Like I just know that at the underpass at 8th and O, people tend to congregate.
Yep, and
as
don't
long
know
as
the entire
the
reasoning
flooding
behind it, but I know a wind tunnel is the direct reason why you don't want to be doing that.
Okay, this is why we're sharing information. This is how we're doing that as well. Again, let us know where you are and what the conditions are there so that we can share the information. 402-464-5685. If you want to be open to sharing what's going on, if you're passing traffic or if you're stuck in traffic, let us know.
And I don't think we've seen any hail yet either, but if it does hail, you want to make sure pull over, stop. Otherwise, you're going to just destroy your windshield and you really do some damage you might not be able to see out of it.
Well, O Street seems to be moving pretty good in either direction as far as we can see. Now, that would mean that's actually not a bad thing directionally here. I'm not sure what's going on in Haymarket, not down there, but I can only tell you what we see out the window and what you folks share on the text line. So here's what we'll do. Harrison, let's go to break and we'll come back. We'll gather some more information, reset, and keep folks informed here on The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Our lives only have so much time. But if you smoke, you have less. Your life could be 10 years shorter. And the time you do have is often filled with health problems. Shortness of breath, asthma, COPD, and cancer. But the minute you quit, your body starts healing.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas. As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to The Ticket One-on-One Wednesday night. We're live. We put a pause on the sports programming because the weather has kind of thrown the city and the area into some chaos. 402-464-5685 if you want to text and communicate where you are, how's the traffic, how's the weather, so that we can keep folks. Apparently not all the airwaves are up, not all communication is working, not all radio stations are on and able to share. We had Andy from NCN call in and let us know. Of course, you folks have been exceptional on the text line as well. Facebook, YouTube, X, communicate whatever way you can communicate. Let us know where you are, how the weather is, and how the traffic is, because trees are down everywhere. traffic is messed up. We're watching through the picture window at O Street and seeing traffic both ways. And what it tells me at this time of day, that with the volume of traffic, especially going away from the station, that folks have kind of blended to O Street to get to wherever they're trying to get to, that the roads are apparently, at least in this area, open. Can you read the two tweets? Well, one from Nate Klaus, one from Nick from Muchachos.
Yep, let's get the first one here. This one from Nate Klaus. And I do want to say appreciate these guys when you guys giving us these updates. So this one from Nate Klaus. He sent a photo for us. Completely took a tree down. And this one was at just south of Yankee Hill on 70th, and looks like it just completely ripped the tree down there. And then Mercado said that one was tweeted to us, or is that from the text line?
It was tweeted. Nick from Muchachos says, listen, we're open if anyone needs a spot to hang. So if you want to get off the road, if you want to get to a place other than where you are, he says they've got a little water, but it's a great place to hang until they do that. Not bad, but it's available. So Nick, thank you for opening your door and having place for folks. And, I'm pretty sure they get something pretty good to eat while they're there. Get something to drink, have a beverage along the way. Again, wherever you are, if you're able to text and just say, hey, listen, if traffic is clear, let us know so we can kind of direct folks in that space. We're getting stories of grills being thrown, trees being taken down, power out, lights, traffic lights out. So again, the reminder, be clear and be safe to each other. Be considerate out there. There are several, it's that thing, several buses are not in service as they go by. Some are just going to check in, but others where you can see that they're adjusting. Tons of traffic out front. The tree out front is kind of my radar. It lets me know whether the wind is blowing. But again, there were threats of 80 mile an hour wind.
Oh my goodness. 9090, please go ahead and tweet that out where that was from. DP, that one's on the text line. Looks like an SUV just completely crushed by a branch here.
Yeah. Texter sends in a picture of the SUV with a tree branch that really, I hope everybody's safe. I hope that your house is safe. But the tree branch went directly into the top of the SUV, almost splitting it in half. Wow. That's a picture. And then with tree branches around it, that's a big tree, but the branch off of that big tree looks like it's done. And that's the thing, is just to be careful. Be careful of objects you're not expecting.
Well, it's just that part too. With all the wind, I know it feels like it's settled down a little bit, but those branches, you don't know which ones are still just hanging on by a few threads.
Wow, that is a tough look. 33rd and Holdridge to Vine. Southbound lanes has two big trees blocking the lane. Again, we'll keep share where you are. If you want to give your name, great. If you don't want to give your name, that's fine. But to let us know where you are, how it's working there. Brad from Baldwin, that is
just completely uprooted.
That is a tree.
That looks, I mean, I'm not a arborist, but that doesn't look like a tree that was rotting or falling apart anytime soon. That thing got completely uprooted.
Completely pulled from the ground. Harrison, if there's a way for you to save the pictures and then share them on our X, so folks can kind of know, maybe put them on the Facebook feed as well, so we can kind of keep track of what we're seeing and let folks know what's going on. We thank you all for looking out for each other, because what your texts allow us to do is to share information, kind of direct folks. We see cars passing by the studio with kids in them, so that's always a consideration. We knew there were some folks who generally hang out around the area of the station that need help. So we're looking forward to that. Securing patio furniture was a thing. Watching branches go down. Again, the construction areas are taking a beating, but be careful on the road. Trees are falling everywhere. Be safe at home and be spaced. Again, a texter says, avoid Normal Boulevard at all costs. At all costs. Texter, if you can let us know what's going on there as well.
Looks Looks like Seacrest Field's got their goalpost just completely.
It actually
bent.
moved it. Yeah, it moved. So that apparently there were tournaments around. So baseball tournaments around at Seacrest Field. Someone sent a picture of the goalpost being bent, literally off angle. So my goodness, again, we appreciate you, Big Time. That is a picture, bro. That whole tree being pulled out as well. That's another tree that was double bent. That was double bent. That tree was pulled up from the root. So some of your homes are under attack. Letting folks know if anybody needs assistance. If you need assistance, because there's no power, sometimes phone lines get knocked down. You're able to text, but great. But if folks need help, let us know. We see several ambulances going by as well. These trees, East Lincoln took a hit, tree down in front of a house in East Lincoln. So again, this thing that hit and the severe thunderstorm watch is until 10 p.m. Lincoln time. So where we are versus where we'll be, we don't know what else is coming. So we need for you to get somewhere safe if you can, and then report so that other folks know. One, you can let your family know that you're okay. Let folks know that you're okay. Ben says this had a car full of kids coming back from a summer camp during the worst of that storm. Not any of them were my own. Most careful I've driven my entire life. Ben, thank you for taking care of community kids. Like, that's a real honorable thing. Listen, it's the summer and some folks are in transition. So being careful and being aware. I can see that O Street is starting to back up a little bit. So that tells you another thing. Powers are out. He said that was his neighbor's driveway with a tree that, man, it split that tree at the base. It pulled off the branch. And I do want to put a sign up asking folks who are walking in this thing to just be careful. Internet is down. Can tell you that what radar looks like, please. Yeah. So we'll have the weather radar pulled up pretty quickly. We're trying to get as many weather reports as possible, and we'll try to keep that available to you as well. As a matter of fact, what we'll do on the next break, whenever that is, that we will kind of jump into the weather report and what's there. Nick from Muchachos, thank you, bro. Again, it's this thing. Timmy V says, large tree blocking 3700 block of M. Lots of other branches down. Was also told 2 large trees blocking the road near 13th and E. And he shows pictures of the trees going down. Listen, even after the wind kind of lessens, the trees are weakened. So you don't know what's coming. Be aware of branches falling in the road as you drive. So you kind of have to focus on that, but then get to safe places, get to safe spaces, and that. Yeah, I've been watching tons of just trash being blown across the street as cars are moving. So be careful in that. Again, if there's an area, if your power is out, let us know, because apparently the power company is also paying attention to our feed. So if there is an area where the power is out and you need help, we don't want to assume that they have the report. So if you can give the report, so that we will shout out your neighborhood and your area, so it confirms to the power companies that in fact your power is out over there. Railroad arms leaning on 56th Street at the signs at Old Cheney. Yeah, again, because those areas exist in Lincoln, it's a thing. The lights are out. The 2 stop lights are out at 70th Highway. 2 stop lights are out there. So drive with caution, drive with care in those spaces. If there are open areas that you're driving on, feel free to let us know so we can say that. And then if there are restaurants along the way that if you can, folks can pull over, park, get safe, get something to eat, and at least let more information form, please do that. So if there's a place, Nick from Muchachos, again, letting folks know that, listen, if you need a place to just kind of hang out and let things pass, let us know. Ben says Nebraska Parkway is wide open. If you can avoid the middle of town, do it. Greatly appreciate you, Ben. You've been active, and it means a lot. So, Harrison, that as we're seeing the pictures come in, folks, to tell you that trees everywhere. I mean, literally from 70th to 13th Street, we've heard stories of trees being taken down, which generally also means and they're being thrown into cars. They're falling into cars. I'm sure that, the landscape folks are going to have a busy day tomorrow and trying to clean up some of the stuff that's happening tonight. But Harrison, man, this thing kind of came out of nowhere.
The pictures have put me in a little bit of shock right now. And I just tweeted that out. And again, you guys can feel free to text throughout the night on any updates, any of the aftermath. And there's still, I don't want to say it's over because it looks like there might be some rolling behind it yet. But the picture's kind of putting in reality how aggressive that wind was.
Yeah, I mean, we saw from 4 to 5:30 that, again, we upgraded the windows here when we decided we were going to come to downtown Lincoln.
Thank God.
Right, because you don't. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It gets odd, right, that people react to radio in a certain kind of way. And we try to have a certain kind of radio where everybody is cool with it. People have bad days and you don't really know. We've had people.
Yeah, you're never going to please everybody.
Right. We have
do your
people
best,
graffiti it. So we tried to get double paned and inside and out and along the way. But watching this tree in front, there's two trees in front of the window. And we could probably take it live. I think we would be safe today that folks would want to do that. Okay.
All right, never mind. We lost it.
They're not there. If you want to call in, if you can hear and you can text to say you're going to call in, that would be helpful. So we know who it is. If you want to text in and say, hey, listen, I've got a report for you. I'm going to call in. So we'll answer that call. We do not have extra bodies in here. It's just Harrison and I.
Yep. And some of these calls too, I'm not going to blame you guys. Who knows? They might be on the hold there and line might be dropping depending on where you're at.
That 100% would be a thing of truth. But yeah, so Nebraska Parkway is open. Watching the tree, and now it's picking up again. Just to let you know that it's again, the wind's picking up. There was not the rain that we had an hour ago, but there was flooding based on what hit the ground, and then the outskirts. And again, as we see, there are people in these streets in Lincoln, in downtown Lincoln, and my heart aches. My heart absolutely ache. Texter says the power's out in Eagle, Nebraska. So again, we'll keep communicating that to the power folks and the news folks so that they know. If you are a part of a news channel and you want to get information out there, even if you work at another station, I'm not particularly afraid of you coming and sharing your information.
Yeah, it looks like Eagle, that's just north of Palmyra. So it looks like we saw from Palmyra too. So it looks like that whole stretch there that might be struggling with power outages.
North 27th and Highway 2. The lights are out on both sides. Very heavy traffic. And right now, just to let you know, if you're traveling in that area, thank you, Texter. Greatly appreciate it. Railroader Matt, thank you very much for adding in. Said no street lights at 27th and Nebraska Parkway. So stretches of Nebraska Parkway are wide open, but there are going to be places where you pull up, you start to get a free run, and then the lights will jump up and be out. 4 directional traffic. Let's take care of each other as well. Kevin from Lincoln. Wow, that's the thing. Queens Drive is completely blocked from a downed large tree. Police are on the scene. Here's the other thing. Again, for the first responders, we thank you. This is the time where you kind of pay attention and shout them out for doing what they're doing. As you can tell, it's busy throughout the entire area. So we appreciate the folks who are responding. I know the folks are on the run, but trees down, and it's really kind of that thing. Power is out near the airport. I have not heard from Lincoln Airport, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe if you can check their Twitter, their X, to see if they were reporting.
Yep, I'll check that out. Looks like we still might be one of the only stations out here that's still able to have radio signal going out. So appreciate you guys, joining in here. And again, as we keep saying, feel free to reach out for more updates here.
Yeah, and again, it's on Allo Channel 961. They said no lights at 27th and Y. Police are present there, and again, the police department is everywhere. But remember, this is why. This is really why. The Hallam area, very little rain, but extreme winds, and the power is out as well there. So we appreciate the coverage. One of the only stations broadcasting right now. Most others are down. Way to switch gears and try and assist with passing along info. Listen, this is really, again, this is what it's for. Here's the thing. We kind of said, moving downtown, we kind of fall into being the eyes and ears of downtown Lincoln, being able to see what's going on. We're getting folks waving. We appreciate you in the car, in the truck, as well. Again, feel free that if you're listening and you drive by the station, please give us a nod. You can blow the horn if you want, and let us know what's going on there. But we appreciate with the traffic and everything that's going on out there. Lights are out at 70th and Havelock. So maybe again, if there's a restaurant that's open with lights on and power, if those are out there, let us know.
Yep, and I got on the stream. If you guys are able to watch stream, that looks like it's on 10th and O right there. It looks like you got a little bit of a wreck. So if you're on 10th and O, you might run into that.
So that's right around the corner. Around the corner.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner. Like, be careful wherever you are. If traffic is moving, just pay attention. If it's not moving, take a second and report so we can let folks know. West A and Coddington. Man, we appreciate y'all for doing this. Please put a PSA out there that a four-way stop is what happens when traffic lights are out. Be patient, be generous, be considerate. Great text. Thanks, Stephen. Thank you very much. Great. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's a wow, they sent the picture of 10th and O. We'll probably stick my head out there. Oh, yeah, they got caught at the intersection.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take care of each other, people. Let's take care of each other people. Texas said they just picked up a rental at the airport. So
maybe they didn't get too nasty up there if you're east on that east side of Lincoln. Or excuse me, west side, not east side.
Yeah. 13th and Lincoln, 13th and Lincoln Mall. Those roads look terrible. My goodness, the big tree across 13th and Lincoln Mall. So right up the road here from us as well. And then one final text before we go to break and come back. West A and Coddington, no power or lights, trees down everywhere, but roads are manageable if necessary. So we appreciate you. Listen, I don't care if you texted before, you can text again. If you have an update on a road, power being out, traffic lights being out, situations of need, police anywhere at all, please feel free to text in so that we can share the information. If you're able to put it on our social media feeds, you have full permission to tag us, Facebook, X, YouTube as well, so we can report that in. We will stay in contact with the power company as well, so that if your neighborhood is in need of assistance, we can say that. Greatly appreciate it as well. And if you're driving by, give us a wave to let us know that you're okay. DP, Harrison Orange, 937 The Ticket. We'll be back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Clothes dryer not drying like it should? Could be your dryer vent. Call Bryant for a professional cleaning. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Old School with DP and J.
Can Nebraska have a player-led locker room in year 2 under Matt Rule?
I think it could be in year 2. I always say this: we had great captains every year I was here, but I always say some of our best leaders weren't necessarily our captains. So I think when you have that, that's a player-led team. So it doesn't matter how old the quarterback is.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Play ball! Tired of the same old routine? Then bring your crew out to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. Enjoy action-packed home games all week long from May through August. It's the perfect change-up to the typical family night or makes for a home run outing with friends and coworkers. Experience the magic and get in on the excitement. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets now. Unleash the fun.
Our lives only have so much time. But if you smoke, you have less. Your life could be 10 years shorter. And the time you do have is often filled with health problems. Shortness of breath, asthma, COPD, and cancer. But the minute you quit, your body starts healing.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to One on One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Ticket FM. Again, we're just staying live, DP, Harrison Orange. We're just going to hang out here until things calm down out here, giving reports of power outages, lights out, bad weather, etc. And we just want to help each other through the difficult part. Ethan is on the VIP line. Ethan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's going on out there, Ethan?
I got 56 from Cottoners, that lights out. And then I also got 56 in A, just not too far from my house. Just no one else knows how to drive.
Okay. So, and then traffic-wise, how are folks handling it out there?
Pretty good. Just like a normal four-way stop.
Okay.
Kind of just taking it slow at each one.
Okay. Well, Ethan, you're somewhere safe now. You can post up and relax, man. We appreciate you letting folks know what's going on out there.
Oh, you're welcome. About half of Eastridge was out of power, too. Big old oak tree on about Robert Road fell down on a power line, so still waiting for LDS to get out here.
Okay. Well, we will post and let them know as well. Again, they've been paying attention. So, Ethan, thank you. You're being on-the-spot reporter for us. Appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome.
There we go. And again, we want to thank Andy Clausen from NCN. He was out at the ballpark and kind of saw that some things were happening. Again, baseball tournament was going on. Of course, they got people to safety, which was big. Some folks were hiding out in dugouts and football fields. And there we saw the football stadium where the goalpost was turned side.
Seacrest Field.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen wind, especially something that's small. You wouldn't think the wind would be able to grab a strong enough hold of that and be able to twist it crooked like that. But nonetheless, and I do got the LES outage map in front of me. Again, this isn't everybody as of right now, but at one point in time, there was about 31,000 people that lost power just throughout that storm. So again, not all those people are still currently sitting without power, but there's definitely spots where they're trying to get that back.
Yeah, it is the thing that power is out, traffic lights are out. As the text line says, listen, here's a reminder if you're in the car. It is the four-way stop, and it's just be considerate. Give the right of way if possible. Make sure that you are seen as you see. Take your time. Don't be in a rush in this space, and you don't know what's going on in the other car. You don't know what they see. You don't know what's going on. So let's be considerate and kind and take care of each other until we get back power. If wherever you are, if your power is out, again, if we can post, you feel free to say on the ticket social media that power is out, what neighborhood it is. If there's a tree down, let us know. If the lights are out, it is the thing. Go ahead, Harrison.
I'm sorry, I just got to read this. For all you know, good morning. Pierce Snell's typically up after this hour. He says, hey, I'm not going to be able to do tonight's show. I don't have power right now.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we were going to text him and just go, hey, bro, put it out. But I mean, that everywhere from different parts of the area. Yeah. Different. Omaha, we were told was going to take some hits. Different places around the area, Ceresco, Seward, Beatrice, they're going through it. 27th is backed up from Nebraska Parkway, clear up to Sheridan due to stoplight outages. Again, just be careful. And again, we see the lines forming in front of the station as far as traffic on O Street to do what they do. Canes is open. Okay, Canes is open at 14th and P, 58th and Old Cheney, and 27th and Husker. And again, if you're in a good place, let us know because it looks like we're going to be here a while. Shout out to listen. So the early breakers get food.
Oh my goodness,
they get treats, right? And I'll apologize in advance because been here for a minute, hadn't eaten since lunch. Sprinted to the refrigerator, and back there were pepper jack cheese snack sticks from Wahoo Locker, and it was supposed to be for Sipple and Bush.
Wahoo.
Yeah,
like we're talking Northeast Nebraska meat lot. Okay,
so somebody dropped them off this morning. Listen, Harrison and I, we sampled.
I'm not apologizing.
Yeah,
that's too good not to share.
Right, we sampled it. If you're in the area, and of course Nick from Muchachos, they're open. So if you need a place to hang out for a bit, get something to eat. I think they're still serving food. Nick, let us know whether you are or not. Of course, and then you found out that there's certain stores that are open. My goodness. Trees everywhere. Harrison, if you can pull those pictures from the text line as well of trees down and let folks know. 48th and Normal, the lights are out. OPS had me turn off 56 and Van Dorn because traffic was so bad. So just in your plans, and it seems that O Street, at least in our area, is moving. There were some accidents. There was an accident at 10th and O, but up to 10th, folks were moving pretty good. 27th and Van Dorn, the traffic lights are out. So again, we'll go to break. We come back and we see there we go. We see the emergency workers in the big truck driving down O Street to help out. If you can and you are able, if you can tell us where you are, how the traffic is, if you can tell us if power is out so we can remind the folks from LES, you can tag us on social media as well, Facebook, X. You can let us know on YouTube what's going on. Apparently, there aren't a lot of stations that are working, but we'll be here to communicate until things kind of free up a little bit. I'm DP. He's Harrison Arns. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium, Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $25.60 per hour, which grows to $30.12 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $34.51 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacations for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dub or call 8662-13-2965.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC Studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's Wednesday night. We're live. DP Harrison Arns, 402-464-5685. We're just a little emergency coverage of there are power outages. There are trees in the road. Traffic lights are out. People are struggling. Trees are hitting cars and accidents are happening. So we decided to pause our sports programming just to kind of stay active in sharing information. So what we're asking you to do, and whether you're following on the stream, we know that not a lot of stations are working. We see trucks driving by, and we appreciate the fact that hopefully you guys have found us and it helps out. We appreciate all the folks driving up down O Street. But 402-464-5685. If your power is out, please tell us where you are, so that, again, there's folks who follow the stream and follow the information we're putting out there. Maybe we can get folks from LES out there as well.
Yep, and it looks like this thing is just going to be kind of piece by piece trying to get this thing all back on. Because, I mean, we're sitting here at 7 o'clock now. I'd say the worst of it probably hit around 5:30, and we still got power outage 33rd to 27th, power outage 56th in A Street, power outage 27th, all the way backed up 48th and normal. Lights are out. So again, this is still no power in the Belmont area. So we're still at 7 here. It might take some time here to get a lot of this all back. This is a lot to get back online, is my point.
Well, I mean, here's what the point and purpose is, that we will share information. And again, people join in at different times. Like we like to think that people are listening all the time. That is not the case. And people are finding us. People who don't normally listen to us find us because there's not a lot of programming letting folks know what's going on in the area. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that we're live and local, and that we can pause local programming to let folks know. There are folks, I see folks with lights. Pay attention and be considerate of drivers in other directions, folks behind you, in front of you, and next to you. We don't know what's flying in the air. We don't know what trees are falling. We don't know what lights are out, but we're trying to share as much of the information as we can over the course of this hour. There's some folks who are picking up things across the street. So we see rubbish from the construction area that was picked up and blown and thrown. Different accidents. We knew there was an accident. We're at 11th and O. There's an accident 10th and O. There was also an accident at 13th at the mall, at Lincoln Mall. So there's tons of that. But wherever you are, if you can report on the traffic conditions on the route that you're on, if you can report if there are traffic lights out any particular specific place, so that we can let folks know. We're reminding folks, again, 4-way traffic stop rules in effect. If the lights are out, just be considerate. Let's take care of each other. Harrison, can you see? I want you to read the top 4 texts while I read the text off my phone.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one, we got Austin chiming in here. 3 straight lights out on 56th from about Randolph to A. Also 50th and O, Westgate Bank, around that area out. 10th and Superior's out. No power at 44th and Sumner either.
So you had the LAS power map up, and then we also need to pull up the actual weather radar. Again, some folks are not able to get access to the radars that we are able to get to. They don't have power. They can't get things done. And again, we apologize to Mornay Pierce-Chanel. He is in Omaha and he has no power. So we're going to stay and carry you through. So,
yeah, and it looks like we should be out of the worst of it. I think the biggest fear tonight is just to be getting all that power back on. But I will say, if you're south, especially near that south border, that's really when you get to that dangerous area south of Beatrice. So you got to get pretty far south before you run into that next really big cell. But I think from this point forward, the biggest problem is just trying to get all this power back on.
Yeah, and Raider fan, we got you, bro. We got you. He says, even for weather updates, you can call me Raider fan. Absolutely. And again, if you want to shout out folks, again, we're going to applaud the first responders. We see the electricians flying by. We see those emergency workers who are working with power lines. We see the emergency workers that are removing trees from the road as quickly and efficiently as they can. We thank Andy Klassen from NCN for calling in and giving an update. Ethan for calling in and giving update. If that's a thing you want to do with information that you think is pertinent and worthy, 402-464-5685. And again, you can post on our social media. Just tag us.
Mm-hmm.
You can share pictures there.
Yep, you can even go find the tweet we put out not too long ago, a little after 6 o'clock, and just put it in that thread. Feel free to just put it all there. That way we can see it, and it's all right there in front of us.
We have just by count alone of the pictures that I've saved, there are 17 trees down. 9 of those on roads. 3 of those have landed on top of cars. We hope that everyone is okay.
Yeah, we heard one that did fall on a house from one of our texters. So thoughts and prayers. You never know.
Yep. Just to do that. So if you're on the road, again, just take care of each other. Be careful. Be considerate. I know you're in a hurry. And again, if you drive by, Muchachos is open and available if you need a place to hang out. They got a little water, but Nick says they're okay. There's several restaurants that are okay. So if you're without power and you want to pick up dinner, again, if you're on the way home and you don't know whether you have power, stop and pick up something just in case, right? Stop and get it. Harrison and I would be very, very thrilled if we had food here currently. It's a thing, and I know folks in different areas around Lincoln and Omaha don't have power. Traffic lights are out in several places.
Yeah,
so,
I'm really curious what it looks like north of as well. Because I know Omaha, I got some buddies up there sending me some stuff. They got hit pretty hard as well. So if you know anything up about that area, even especially the way our signal's been reaching as of late, we might be able to reach out to those guys north of us as well.
Yeah, and again, for folks who we're watching from the picture window at 11th and O, we see the traffic, so we can see that in bunches, different areas are being released, and folks are just switching, trying to get on the main thoroughfare here on O Street in front of us. There were accidents at 10th and O that pushed traffic a little bit. There were traffic accidents at 13th. There are trees down on roads, and then there are traffic lights that are out.
Yep, and this one from Big Golf Guy, country club area hammered by down trees. Blessed to be heading to in-laws house, and of course, seeing multiple LES trucks loaded with employees doing their best. Bless them, and 100% agree with that. Shout out LES because it's obviously they're going to be working for quite a while to try to get this thing all back and running.
Celebration that the power is back on at 30th and in the Calvert area.
Speaking of LES, there
right?
we go.
So as they do, and again, this is the thing where you start, a reminder to appreciate these workers. One, they have to get to where they have to get to. They're away from their families.
Yep. And it's a trade we all absolutely need and struggle to survive out with.
I mean, Jay Foreman had to leave at 5 o'clock because he got reported his house was flooding. That's a thing. We see the police department flying by. Again, there are people who don't have an indoors to go to. So we've watched some of them scramble, and hopefully they're finding somewhere sturdy for them to be. I'm shouting out the tree in front of us. It's a warrior. It is a
It really
warrior.
is.
Yeah, it is a warrior.
I am amazed that hasn't lost a
I-
single branch.
I was not sure that tree was to watch it happen. My goodness gracious. That tree was doing the wave, man, by itself. Wow, where is that tree at? The cars just missed it. 14th and Old Cheney going east.
Oh my goodness.
And these are big trees that are taking the loss. There is emergency. We do see the police there, but several cars in the road, and they're having to drive around it. But that's the thing, that this thing was bad enough to just throw trees.
Yeah.
And it bent from the root. It was pulling out trees, big trees, and then bending and splitting others. So again, we thank you for sharing the information so we can let folks know. Different parts of the city are under it. If your power is out, we'll keep shouting out to LES so they can at least confirm that they're aware that those things are happening. The texter says, I recommend avoiding 27th Street north of Nebraska Parkway. Numerous stoplights out. Again, that is 27th Street north and Nebraska Parkway. Numerous stoplights are out. 70 and South Street also out. So again, Raider fan, we thank you. And again, text in if you can. If your power is out and you're still able to text, get the information out. Get the information out, because just because you have the ability to text means other people may not. And to know that certain areas are in need. Again, Harrison has the LES power outage map up. We also need to have the weather radar out. A lot of it's just wind and after the fact, but the warning is still in effect until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, not a meteorologist, and again, but recommend go
You
out
are
there and
now.
follow their Twitters.
You are now.
Yeah,
You're
fair enough.
Yeah,
right?
you are now. 100%.
But just on the radar I got right now, and if you go to weather.gov, yes, we are still absolutely in a warning. But but right now it just looks like mostly rain. But yeah, south of us, certainly, especially once you get more closer towards Beatrice, that looks like we're kind of that second force, whatever you want to call it, is right behind it there. So if you go south, you might run into it again. Looks like up north, though, even in that Omaha area, should be out of it pretty soon here, if not already.
Just again, be careful. The Texas has been driving around for the last 30 minutes or so. Lots of folks eating dinner inside a restaurant building. Not a sight you see often. I'm just saying, if you see a restaurant open and if you haven't been home and don't know whether you have power and don't know what's going on, stop and get something just to be safe. You may also get something because you may run into somebody later on who won't be able to get. So that's also a thing. Muchachos is open. We've seen several Popeyes are open. What was the other store?
Cane's.
Cane's is open. The 3 locations, they're open. If you're working in a restaurant and have access to let folks know that, hey, we're open, things are safe here, you can get food here, let us know.
Yep, and it looks like LES, just looking at their outage map here, based on everything I have, looks like they are getting to it. That number is starting to drop on those outages. So it looks like they're getting on it pretty quickly here. It's just a matter of time how long it takes, but they are out there. As text lines we saw as well, these guys are out here working pretty hard. So hopefully it doesn't take too much longer, but it's going to be a long night, I think, to get all of this back up regardless.
Well, we'll be here for at least this hour, and we will continue to give reports. Again, traffic lights, if traffic lights are out, if there are intersections where trees are down, let us know. If traffic lights are out, let us know. If power is out, let us know. And then if you see something good, for goodness sake, let us know. If you see something good, let us know. Hey, man, that is great news. The beer is cold at Barry's Bar. Hey man, that is some serious good news. That is good. I know that our friends at the Highball across the street are open.
Yep.
And I see they have power, right? You can see
got all the neon signs
TV's
still
on,
going.
TV's on, right? Do they have food? I don't even know.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to say no for sure. But
Pull up their website and see if they have food. And then Nick from Muchachos, let us know if you are in fact open for food, and whether your taps are open, because people want to know. Dirty Tony and the boys appreciate you. Said Jimmy John's at 70th and A is opened and are great. Thank you. And again, this is a great chance for you to shout out your restaurant if you're working at it. We're not charging advertising rate during the emergency. So
in Highball, you won't get yourself a burger there, but they got cold beers too. So
you
know that much.
Okay. That's really a thing. Listen, if you want to, this is a great opportunity for you to get your company on on the ticket. Like, especially if you're doing something good tonight.
Yeah, have we mentioned we're right now the only signal's really going strong at this point?
Yeah,
well,
listen, you're talking about the ad rate should go up now. But having a mention now is multiple in value. Like it has doubled and tripled in value. Because no, listen, not for nothing, but being part of the perks and part of why I enjoy what we're doing at Ticket is that we can, in these moments, audible and keep it moving. It happens, sadly, when a coach loses their job and we decide, hey, we're going to marathon cover. But we said when we moved from 48, when we moved down here, that this picture window and all the glass in the windows, right? The old station, we couldn't have, first of all, we probably wouldn't be on right now.
Certainly not. I would almost imagine we wouldn't be.
Right. But the downtown circuitry has certainly been kind to us, and we're waving at folks as they drive by 11th and O. But being able to look out the window, it was fascinating during the winter, the first winter, and seeing the snowfall and seeing the accumulation. Being able to see how traffic was moving, whether people could walk in the weather is a big thing. Being able to see how the heat was affecting people and being able, and we look out, shout out Capital Towing. Y'all are busy. Yeah, that was an accident.
Yep.
That was an accident. And when we say first responder, shouting out Lincoln Police, shouting out Lincoln Electric for what they're doing. All the towing companies, the tree removal services, folks who got the call at 4:00 and said, "Hey, listen, sorry, honey, got to go to work.
Yeah,
got to go. We got stuff to do." And then for all the transportation people, because the buses are still running, folks are being moved from different parts of the city. They know the routes, they know what's working and what isn't. But we greatly appreciate it. So if you want to shout out restaurants that are open, it is a really good time to do. It is a great thing to do, certainly. The Corn Coast is open. What's the Corn Coast? What is that? Do you know what that is, Harris?
Let me find out. It sounds familiar. I feel like I've been
Yeah.
there.
Ben says, since y'all moved downtown and have a big window facing the street, how many times have you been mooned? Do people still do that? Yes and yes. Here's the thing. I think the number of moons equate to the more Husker football wins and the more alcohol being consumed, the more moon and flashing we get.
Yeah, it seems if we win, we get more of that.
Well, it was early in the year.
And it fizzled out, didn't it?
Like my expectation now is that, especially with the first two of the first three games, you're favored. You may be favored all three. Maybe the first 4 home games, you'd be favored.
Yeah,
Illinois?
you're going to be favored. I mean, you can make a case all the way through 7, depending on how those games go. Actually, you might. I can't remember where you get Ohio State in there, but that was first 7 games.
That's game 8.
Okay, so those first 7.
So that they could be favored. And then and this is what we remind people, the beauty of, again, being at 11th and 0 and having cameras, that we can, in fact, take one of our cameras. So we have a permanent camera that faces the street. And we tell people, we can put that camera on the stream and we can record it. So there are people who make decisions, and you see them, Harrison, they walk up to the window and then they ponder. They ponder that, hey, is this my moment? Is this my great moment that I'm going to flash the talent of 93.7 The Ticket? And then they forget or either realize and don't care that this is streamed and this is forever. Some still decide, hey, screw it, I'm going to flash.
Yep.
And it happens, and it's really a thing. So, yes, it happens. It's a thing. The texter says, Corn Coast is a microbrew by 14th and Yankee Hill. Is there, again, we're going to do this. We're able to cover it.
Yeah, Corn Coast Brewing.
Okay. What do they feature? What's the thing? I don't know.
It looks like a brewery here. It looks like they're just going to be able to offer you a pretty nice wide selection of drinks here. Looking at trying to find an official menu, but if you go on their Facebook page, just Corn Coast Brewing, they got a pretty load here with information. It looks like they just got a bunch of new drinks that they're always trying to try out.
Okay.
Just a wide selection. Looks like that's kind of their bread and butter. If you're trying to find a very specific kind of style of beer or drink that you like, that looks like a good spot to go and head out to.
O Street, and thank you, Jill Pershing Davis. Thank you. She's one of my favorite people. Listen, y'all need to shout out Jill Davis, because a part of our love for Lincoln started with her and her family being kind to us when we first started poking around Lincoln and whether we were going to come here. And she's been a friend to the station and a friend to the family. She just texted in and said, O Street going west is closed. About 40th Street. A cemetery tree is blocking the road. Wow. So again, we see the traffic building up. So it's kind of said that was one thing. Jill, thank you for letting us know that. Again, here's the thing. If you're out there and you see something, say something. Because what you need to know, other people need to know as well. It is important to do so. Here's what we will do. We will go to break. We'll gather some more information. But remember this. Text in 402-464-5685. Let folks know if your power is out in your neighborhood, please let us know. If there are traffic lights that are out, please let us know.
And if they're turning back on.
Right. And if they're coming back on, so we can let the folks know from LES. and give them a shout out of well done as well. And then if there are restaurants that are open that are hosting folks, so if you don't have power or you didn't have power and you want to feed the family, you want to have something, please do so as well. So I'm DP. He's Harrison Orange. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Additional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $25.60 per hour, which grows to $30.12 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $34.51 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacations for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Old School with DP and J.
Can Nebraska have a player-led locker room in year 2 under Matt Rule?
I think it could be in year 2. I always say this: we had great captains every year I was here, but I always say some of our best leaders weren't necessarily our captains. So I think when you have that, that's a player-led team. So it doesn't matter how old the quarterback is.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. You're listening to One on One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is Wednesday night, DP, Harrison Arns. We kind of put a pause in the Ticket weeknight programming because, again, areas around town and in the state are going through it. Traffic accidents, traffic lights being out, trees in the road, areas without power. And we're just trying to give information and share information so folks will know. So, again, you have full permission to tag us on social media, or you can just text in and just tell us where you are, whether you have power, whether traffic lights are working, are there restaurants open where people can stop and post up and get something to eat, whatever the case may be. You have full permission to do so. Harrison, you had a note for it.
Yep, and this one, shout out to Dan who called in. And again, you guys are still welcome to call in. We'll have to do some blind calls. It's just me and DP who left here back to the studio. But during the break, Dan did call in. 49th and F, right up by that Randolph School. That place is tough roads there, has trees all over. So you might have some tough time getting around if you're up in that area. Also for the weather, just I know a lot of people out there are still struggling to kind of get really any sort of signal, whether they're trying to stream it. But for the weather, it looks like just, again, south of Lincoln is kind of going to be the problem where you're going to run into some more rain and possibly some more thunderstorms. Everything north of us at this point should be good going forward, at least for these next few hours. You might run into a little bit of rain, but again, really not until you get northwest up into Omaha as it continues to push that way before you get into those serious cells.
And again, the severe thunderstorm watch is until 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
When originally issued, it was until 6 o'clock. It has been extended until 10 o'clock. So just if you are somewhere safe, stay there. If you are not, move to some place where you can be safe. If you are on the road, you haven't been home, if you haven't eaten, there are restaurants out there that have been, again, of course, the folks from Muchachos, we thank Nick. The folks from Canes are open. What's the corn place we just
it was Corn Coast, I believe.
Coast?
Yeah, let me double check here, but it's Corn Coast Brewery.
Corn Coast is there from the text line as well.
Yeah, Corn Coast Brewing.
Yep, from the text line as well. Lots of tree damage and tripped porta potties at Holmes Park. That's another thing that this wind has uprooted some things, and it's literally moved some things. We had a texter who said earlier, listen, this afternoon I was grilling 4 steaks and it ended up in the neighbor's yard. So that's a thing. 48 and F. A tree is down blocking southbound lanes. So just be careful as you proceed there. Random traffic lights along 27th, North 27th are out. Be cautious and pay attention. 10 minutes ago, all lights on North 14th between 27th and Salt Creek are out. So, again, if for whatever's there. If you run into a situation where power is out, if there's a neighborhood, again, LES has been pretty good about responding and paying attention to the stream. So if you want to get information out to other folks, if there are safe areas as well, please let us know so we can share the information. Again, Nick said if you need a place to hang out, muchachos, there's a little water, but they were doing fine. We can see here right at 11th Street, 11th and O, that Highball is open, and they seem to have power, so that's a good thing.
Yep.
They've cleared the accident that was at 10th and O. So there's that.
I believe we saw it live. The car that was getting cleared out. Of there,
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, sadly so. We saw the car that was hit, that was being towed. Trees are down everywhere, and this is just the first run. So again, not threat mongering or fear mongering, but just saying we don't know what's coming.
Exactly.
And we don't know the reaction to what's already been. What we're giving you now over the course of this thing is trees are down, traffic is being rerouted in several places around the area. We saw pictures of trees on cars, trees on houses, trees being uprooted. We want you to know we saw a goalpost being bent.
Yeah, I still at Seacrest Field, I don't know how that happens, but they're due for a new goalpost now. That's for sure. Just bizarre. But again, it shows you how insane those wins had to be. I think Rusty Dawkins of KNTK, he had it up there, or excuse me, not KNTK, but Rusty Dawkins, meteorologist here in Lincoln, he put it out there. 80-mile-an-hour gust winds at one point. I mean, that's insanity. I've been part of quite a few severe thunderstorms. Hell, this year I can count them on my almost off my hands here, more than 10. But yeah, that'll seriously do some damage. As we're seeing with all the trees, the goalposts, and just all the trash and everything that's just getting uprooted, blown around.
To just bend it, to just turn it off its hinge and bend it sideways.
Well, you know, it's bad. You saw, I mean, it was just the amount of dust that came in off that first gust of wind, all just coming from western Nebraska. You knew right off there. I mean, it almost looked like a miniature dust storm in front of the thunderstorm. Like it was, you kind of saw the severity of what that wind was bringing just based off the amount of dust that came in that first gust.
Hard to see.
You couldn't.
Like it was hard to see. The reports we were getting is that visibility was down to several feet during the first gust. And then when it rained, it started to rain and pushed sideways. And again, we were celebrating this mighty tree that sits in front of the window because its branches, it literally looked like there was 60 mile per hour wind gusts in 3 different directions at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it was separating the branches and it was pushing them all in different directions. Nick from Muchachos, we have not eaten. Harrison and I are hanging out because here's the thing. Until you all tell us you're comfortable and that power's back on and traffic is back to some level of normalcy, he and I are going to hang out and just make sure that whatever information we can get to people, we get to them. We're told that not a lot of stations are up. And here's the thing, in Lincoln, not all the stations are local stations. So they're not built to provide this sort of information late night. They're just not built that way. And that's fine because that's why we're here.
Yeah, everybody's got their own business model.
Yeah, do what you do. I'm not shaming anybody, but we said when we have the ability to provide local coverage, then that's exactly what we should do. So, Nick, if you want to send muchachos, man, you know the rule, bro. You ain't never got to ask me, do I want your food? If you are cooking and delivering, the answer is always yes, forever and ever. Amen.
Yeah, there's never been a time where it's no.
Well, look, and look, Nick's a saint because like the NIL work he does with students, he's always out here in the streets looking out for people. I know that he's done some really good work in private that he doesn't really share with people, that there are people that he takes care of, and it's greatly appreciated for the great restaurants. If you have a restaurant and you want to shout it out, if you're open, here's a perfect opportunity. And again, I'm going to let you know, no, we're not charging ad rates tonight. Just simply share that places are open and that people have a place to go. Again, there are people without power.
Exactly.
So, again, can't microwave dinner.
Yeah, you got 6 kids. You're not trying to microwave 6 Lunchables.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
if
just
power out. You got no option. You gotta
right.
figure something out.
It's really a thing. We're trying to do that. We're trying to again, as the texter said, representing the best of Lincoln in the community. If this is a thing that if I can be, here, Harrison has just pulled himself into it. Again, he's now got he's got meteorologist credentials.
Throw it to the resume, at least an hour more plus.
That, hey, it's a thing because not a lot of people were able to communicate tonight. And so we're going to be here and we're going to do this as much as possible. What's the picture of this one? My goodness, storm damage at Capitol Beach. Woof.
Yeah, we're going to find out if some patios were towards the end of their lifespan or not either. I can't even think about that. All the patios that might have taken some damage.
That's tough. That's tough. Oh my goodness. Texas says we're open at Ramos Pizza when I left at 5:30, and the power blanked out 3 times, but it was fine when I left. So if you can check and confirm with your buddies at Ramos Pizza that they're still open, so again we can refer folks to them.
Yeah, Ramos, the famous cream cheese pizza here in Lincoln. I know that's a cult favorite.
Is it really?
That's cream cheese. Yep, that's big for people.
Okay, again, things to know. And here's the other part. Remember, I'm always a student. I'm always a student and trying to learn more about the state that I live in. I'm not a native, so some finding out where Palmyra is, I didn't know what it was. I greatly appreciate folks being able to share information. So we hope that you're all okay. If the power is out, we see the folks from Aloe Fiber. Again, those are our partners, Channel 961, but they make a point to help out, and I know they're busy tonight. Listen, their stuff is still working.
Yeah, hey, the Aloe VIP line was still working.
And the VIP line's working. The internet's still working. The streaming still works. So we greatly appreciate them for what they're doing. We see all the first responders up and down the road here on O Street. We can see the urgency in which they're moving. So greatly appreciate that. We know that these trees that are landing, police are getting there pretty quick to file reports, take pictures, check for safety, make sure there's some power lines that got hit by trees, and that's been in play. So again, share the information so that we can do that. Brad says the Wings and Rings is open. Outstanding.
There you go.
Outstanding, right? We were just there. Greatly appreciate it. Again, those wings were fire. So they just had their anniversary. Pretty good stuff as well. So
they always have great service there too.
Right.
You never got to wait too long when you're there.
Right. The best of. We'll throw it to break. We'll come back. DP Harrison Orange here on a Wednesday night, 93.7 The Ticket.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
Because they can't
hold
get out
their
there and do
hand
nothing
on the field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pearson.
It is, in fact, DP, not DPE. We paused the local sports programming that we had because we want to be able to just communicate with you folks about what's going on in the city and the surrounding areas. We appreciate it. DJ Aztec, Brother Andy just showed up here. Shout out to him. Good dude. Always around.
I don't think he's ever shown up empty-handed.
He's just a good
so
dude.
generous.
He's a good
Nice
dude. 402-464-5685. We can see out the picture window the traffic building up, which tells us that something has blocked or rerouted, and we pay attention to that. We've had, again, if you are somewhere, if your power is out, please text us and tell us where you are. Tell us the neighborhood, the cross streets, so that we can make sure LES is monitoring, so we can send them. If a tree is down, to get Lincoln Police and the first responders to those areas where the trees are, because, again, it's rerouting traffic and sending folks out. If you see traffic lights that are out in the city, in the area, and it doesn't matter whether it's Omaha or down or across, wherever that is, let us know, because people are traveling and they need that information. If your power's out, let us know. And then if there are restaurants that are available and open for folks to come in and eat, because, again, if you've got power outage at home, the ability to go and just pick up a meal and have the family chill with at least having full bellies, greatly appreciated. We were just told that that's funny. Arby's and Pepper Jacks on South 48th are open. Ramos Pizza is open, right?
Yep, you got Ramos is open. The Canes are still open. Obviously, Muchachos, he'll be able to help you out, give you some shelter. And the Corn Coast Brewing, that is open as well for you guys. I hope, I don't think I'm missing any there. I think those are the ones who all chimed in here. And obviously, Arby's, Pepper Jacks, those are open as well. And of course, Wings and Rings. That's who I was forgetting. Wings and Rings.
Wings and Rings is open. No, I wasn't around when you brought everybody pizza down on 48th. But I'm here now.
We didn't tell you on purpose, DP.
I understand it. Here's the thing. I love the fact that restaurants and listeners take care of this staff. Literally why we do this thing at the Ticket is to give everybody a chance to do a thing that they love in a place that they love doing it for whatever reason they love it. And then they live a better, happier life. Like better, listen, make more money. Don't have to work 2 or 3 jobs to get to get what you're doing, come in, build your, and listen, I've been clear that if you graduate from the Ticket and get a better opportunity, now I ain't gonna question you on the better opportunity part. But I love the fact that people take care of this crew. Again, we shout out the folks who brought in the beef jerky and the cheese sticks. That's always cool. Even friends and family who send food from wherever they are. I just like the fact that when Harrison's in here at night, that he can go back to the fridge and that there's food back there. He can take some home. Maybe we'll eat it for lunch tomorrow. That's a whole other thing.
I always got something. Makes my girlfriend upset. I'm bringing good home all the time. I only got the one serving. It's a little tough at times, but it is. It's, man, the sense of community here in Lincoln
Split
is awesome.
your serving, Harrison. Give your girlfriend half your food. Those are the rules.
I mean, it's 11 p.m. I'm hoping there's no way she's still up. I can eat this in peace.
I'm going to help you out here. What you do is you split it, and you put a note on it, and you leave it in the fridge. So when she gets up in the morning, she sees it. Babe, I was thinking about you. Here's half my dinner from last night. Enjoy.
I was gonna take a selfless act out of me. I got to work up into
it. Look, man. And you get enough food here. So let's be
That's
clear.
the worst part.
Let's be clear. You get full-size delivery of food here.
Yeah, I've walked out with 2 full pizzas.
Yeah.
Times. No, I do shit. Obviously, I'm not eating 2 full pizzas in one night. But no, it is awesome. The food here is incredible.
Listen, I know when you were hanging with your buddies, y'all got some nachos. Y'all got some full food meals out of here. But yeah, so wherever you are in the place in Texas says, yeah, I'll bring you pizza. Listen, come on down. He said, I brought it down. You were out of town. Yeah. Well, for the next bit, I'll be in town. So if you want to do that, greatly appreciate it. Again, wherever you are in the space, first of all, we want you safe. We want you to be able to get to where you need to get to. Be safe in doing so. Take care of the other people on the road while you do it. Again, if the lights are out, let us know. If the power is out, let us know so that we can share the information for other people.
Yeah, but that's just it too, especially as the weather getting closer to getting dark here. Hopefully they can get all that power out, but obviously it's going to apply to street lamps too. If those are still out with all the trees on the road, there's no way they're going to have, with all the manpower to get 100% cleaned up. So keep your eyes kind of glued on that road with your headlights if that's all you got. Because we're still, obviously, with the power outage and dark coming here soon, I'd imagine logs on the road. You got to be wary of those as it gets darker here.
Different deal along. Of course, our buddy Fred Not Hoiberg says power is out. A lot of huge limbs and the branches in his neighborhood, North 42nd between Cornhusker and Superior. The drive lane through Runza looks like everybody is powered up in that area. So the Runza at 27th. If you need dinner tonight, again, if you haven't been home and you don't know if the power's out or not, stop and get food. Support the local businesses. Support the local restaurants. Head on over to Muchachos. Head over to Cane's. You can head over to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Please do support the community. Again, if they're open and it's safe, you can post up there. Just stop and have dinner or go and pick up something as well. Keep communicating. We're going to stay here for at least another hour and keep communicating until you guys give us the okay sign and we can pump the brakes. But until then, we'll throw the break. Come back. More here on 93.7 The Ticket. We're here for you on a Wednesday night.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with approved credit.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning. Now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
Because they
can't
can't
hold
get
their
out there and do
hand
nothing
on the field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wednesday night, DP, Harrison Arns. We will have the Malone show at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, hopefully by then we can be out of it enough to where we can go back to our regular programming here.
Yeah, just to get that through. And again, Harrison will be here, so he'll be able to manage and run it. And again, I'll stay as long as I need to stay to make sure the news gets out and that we share the information of what's going on around this fine city and state. So we know what's going on and what we can do and can't do, where folks are safe, who needs help, etc. 402-464-5685 is the Starter Heyman text line. If you want to text in and let us know any of the following information, we're open to and accepting all. That if there is power out in your neighborhood or a neighborhood that you know of, please text and let us know so we can keep LES informed and connected. If there are traffic lights out as you travel or as you were traveling, let us know. If there's a tree down at an intersection or in the road, if you want to share pictures as well, you can do so on the text line. Greatly appreciate if you would do that.
Yeah, but we do got Chase Barton off of Twitter. Another tree falling down up in Ashland. So again, this thing just keeps showing how widespread this was. And like DP saying, you can just use that Twitter like Chase Barton did. You can put him there as well. We'll see him.
You have the LAS power map up, and you have the weather radar out as well. What do you see, kind sir?
Yes, doing an update on the LAS outage. It looks like they're still sitting there trying to get through a lot of it. So I'd imagine you guys can inform me and let me know which ones are back up, but it looks like a lot of it is most likely still out. And then as far as the weather, again, just looking more south of us as you get closer to Beatrice, it looks like you're still going to be running into a fair amount of rain, and that rain probably won't subside until we get past 10 p.m. here, with some possible severe thunderstorm cells as well. Most of it, though, what just ran through us, that continued to push northwest. Looks like
Hey, Harrison, go ahead and
Omaha
open
area.
that door for the hero. There's a hero amongst us. God bless your good heart, man. Nick, brother, how in the heck are you? Appreciate you, brother. Oh man, we were sitting again. None of this was planned. None of this was planned. So, and I'm a big dude. So when I go without food, I get hangry in the real sense. Look at you.
Yeah,
See,
rice bowl, right?
You know,
Trying to remember the rice bowl,
he
right?
Remember, he knows what to do.
No, I'm pretty sure the wife would get in trouble too
Right.
if I brought you mac and cheese burritos.
Right. I wouldn't tell her. But today there would be an excuse, kind of.
Right, there you go.
You say mac and cheese burrito?
How are things over there where you are, muchachos?
We had a power blip, but it wasn't nothing too crazy.
Okay.
We hold our smoker and our food trucks off site, and that was a mess, like trees everywhere.
Yeah.
And water built up because the drainage isn't very good. But
Yeah.
so I smell like gas and
You
water.
smell like
when-
heaven right now.
Well,
Stop talking about somebody I care about.
but honestly, like O Street was fine. A lot of traffic lights seemed to be out. I came in from Eagle, where power just came back on.
Okay.
But props to LES and like you were saying, Al and all those guys for doing the work that needs to go in. So I appreciate it.
Well,
and for you guys too, honestly, like this is not to blow smoke up,
No.
but you guys doing this and for people that are out there, I had a few people that came in because of what you guys are doing. So I appreciate it.
This is really the business that is. And there's authentic love and respect for you. So I have to say that in full, bro.
But God, I love you too. Dude.
Yeah,
Love you too,
in
man.
full for folks who make this place better, just by being in it and how you live and operate. Kind sir, greatly appreciate it. We'll continue. We got lots to do coming up too.
Yeah, man. Well,
We got-
we're always had. It's actually my second time here today.
Yeah,
Brought
right.
tacos this morning.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, will you guys enjoy?
Thank you, Nick.
If we can do anything. just holler.
Appreciate it again, folks down at. Let them know. Give your address out so we can send folks in.
416 South 11th Street, yomuchacho.com. And yes, that is a mac and cheese burrito.
I'm
if you were asking.
salivating.
Yeah.
Harrison's a happy
Yeah,
boy.
he'll be all right.
He's a happy boy, and we will take an extra long break so that we can
Right.
we
You
can
gotta
actually
pay the sponsors,
Yeah, so we can
Pay the
actually
bills.
pig out. Love
Right.
you to pieces,
see you,
bro.
man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. And again, why we're doing this. Again, there's certain places that are out of power. There's stations that are out. Not everybody's communicating. Again, we just found out from the text line, the power is out at 30th and Randolph. It's a thing. You just found out that Sperry TV is open and taking calls till 9 o'clock. Storm lighting, damaged electronics, like
Okay,
anything
that's good to know for
right?
people. Yeah, that's
right.
good.
You're having problems and you need help. This is the thing. A purposeful shout out and an intentional shout out to the first responders in this city who are doing everything they can to make this. I mean, again, this jumped up.
Yes.
Like this is not like a snowstorm where you can kind of forecast that this is a thing. We expected a storm. You never really know to the degree. But for Lincoln Police, that we see them sprinting up and down O Street to try to help different situations. For the technicians, the electricians, all the folks, the data folks who are making sure the cable's working. Allo Fiber, Five Friends, thank you, Brad Moline, for you and your crew making sure. Look, we have internet, we have a phone line. The cable is still working. We can still stream and get the information out. Like, because if the internet isn't working, these texts don't get through, and we really can't communicate what's going on. So we thank them for you folks who are getting and dealing with the power lines, LES, all of the folks who are doing the work, the ambulance services that we see from car accidents where folks are just sprinting back and forth. And then all of you for being kind and considerate enough to just simply text in information so that other people who may have less access than you do, who may not know what's going on, can do this. And for the restaurants that are open, the masters of the world like Nick, who, again, Muchachos is doing their thing. He came through and delivered and greatly appreciated it because you and I did not plan this sort of evening. So, yeah, we're going to scarf down some food on the next break just so that we have enough energy to keep it moving over the course of however long this is going to be. And again, the severe thunderstorm warning is until 10 o'clock. And in various parts of the area, it's not over. Trees also react. So just to remember that tree branches everywhere. If you see something, please text in and say something so that we can share the information for folks. If power is out in your area and you want to make sure that LES, and again, they're monitoring, so they pay attention, that, folks are needed. If you're without power, if the stoplights are out, if you see an accident and you want to report it, all of that's in play. But Harrison, where you were on the radar. What else do you see?
Yep. So right now on this one, looking at weather.gov as well. So it looks like, again, as far as Lincoln goes, we should be out of the most of it at most of the times, maybe a drizzle. But right now we got about a 40% chance of showers again, but that one not till 11 p.m. up until 1 a.m. And that one, obviously, it should not be nearly as severe, only about half an inch possible. But yeah, as for the Lincoln area specifically, looks like we're pretty much in the clear. But if you're south, especially Beatrice, and south from there, that's kind of where it's going to keep going throughout the night. And then again, it's going to keep pushing northwest. Should be out of that Omaha area by now.
There were reports, and again, we thank Christy, trees were down along Highway 6 from Waverly to Ashland, power line down over the road, west side of Ashland across from Highway 6.
Important, do not get out of your car.
Yeah.
In those cases. You gotta, those are, when you're at that situation, you don't get out and you call someone, you let them know that power line's sitting down.
It is really impressive to have people just get out of your comfort area just to be kind and decent. And again, for any and all of you who have texted or called in, Andy Klassen from NCN, Ethan called in earlier, for texting in just to let folks know, hey, be careful out there. Those reminders, 4-way traffic consideration, like just be aware. Don't assume that people see what you see or are doing what you do, because there's stuff going on. And then be aware on these roads, because trees are falling, branches are falling, and then power lines are being hit, and we need to be considerate along the way. It says power lines down along Northwest 48, no sign of LES, no power in most of Air Park. So, wow.
Those are
tough.
high priority. Make sure
That's
you let
tough,
LES know
right?
that
That's
those are
tough.
down.
And again, in the communication, I know, and I got a text that the LES folks are paying attention.
Oh yeah.
So we will continue to mention the areas in need. If you find an area of need, at least shout it out so that we, as a reminder, and remember, not everybody has been here since 5 o'clock getting reports. So in truth, reminding us several times about a current condition that you've reported before, report it again. Report it again. If the power is still out in your neighborhood, report it. If traffic lights are out in a space that you're in, report it. If you want to call in and give an update, and again, we ask that you be considerate because again, we don't have a lot of personnel on hand tonight. It's just me and Harrison. We'll take the call and trust that you will be decent with it. And that you're working from honorable intentions. Share the truth. If you see something, say something so that we know. And most importantly, for other folks to know, these are areas of need. This is what's going on. And then if the weather changes in your area, let us know. Let us know. And let us know while you don't have power, because if you don't have power now, we need it fixed pretty quickly before it becomes a real issue, right? That you can't charge up, you can't charge phones, you can't eat food, you can't do those things. And then if you are at a restaurant or you see a restaurant that is functioning with power and serving food, please let us know, because again, there are people without power. They may not have known they were out of power, or they may have just lost it, and they may have a family that they need to feed, and that would be a thing.
And right, again, looking at the LES outage map, and I'm sure they're still trying to get all of this reported, but it looks like there hasn't been too much movement there. It went down. Now we're back up to 30K of total customers impacted. Again, this was just LES, so I'm assuming some of it's still getting reported, but they are out there working on it. But it still looks like we're probably sitting out there with quite a few people still without power. Again, lining up with the text coming in as well.
Well, I mean, from I think the apex at some point was 31,000.
Yeah, I think it was 31,000.
And so if they're still in the 30,000 range, there's still enough folks who are out there going through a thing. Again, you can tag us on social media. That will have a greater reach. You can also be clear and just say you can share pictures, because we will share those pictures. We do have an ongoing feed on X. If you want to share that, if you want to share it on Facebook, some of you have, you are greatly appreciated. And then if you, in the real sense, that if you have some ability to help folks, you let folks know. Restaurants as well, greatly appreciated. So it has been interesting to watch Lincoln in this version of it. And it's helpful to us, because no matter what the weather condition is, that if the emergencies happen, this will help me set a standard for how we're going to handle it, and what the responsibilities are, what the priorities are, because people are paying attention. I don't know how many other stations are broadcasting or communicating, because listen, it's I'll say this. When we talk about Lincoln radio, there aren't a lot of folks that are working 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night on a regular basis. So we will have that. And then even on weekends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where this stuff happens, and we know, again, confirming that we have the ability to communicate this information, shared information, to make somebody's transition home, them being in the situation that they're in. If you're sitting there with power and nobody reports that your neighborhood is without power because you're without power, it's our ability and it's our responsibility to share that information, to get it out to LES, to get it out to anybody that'll share the information. Again, I'm not sure. I haven't looked to see what the local folks are doing, but the weather is fluid. So we're going to keep sharing information. That's really the thing. We'll give 10-minute updates on the radar. We'll give 10-minute updates, 15-minute updates on the weather pattern, the power reconnect, and what LES is putting out there. We'll keep putting the information out there, and we'll keep reading your texts. As long as you send them in and you have information that will help folks, please, again, for you folks on the O Street who are waving and letting us know that you're out there listening, it's greatly appreciated. But the idea is let's share as much information as we can until folks are in a position of comfort.
Yep. And we got a couple texts here I want to get to. Then we also got a caller calling in as well. So we'll get to that caller shortly. Just stay on the line. But Retro and South Lake, we appreciate it. And keep up the good work all the way down there in Texas. And then unknown texter, no power, Southwest 26. But Laszlo's, they got the lights on. Haymarket was on point. So Laszlo's another place open for you. If you need to stop, grab some food, order, pick it up on the way out. They're open for you. But we do got a caller.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and bring him in. You're on 93.7 The Ticket. What's your name? And then what do you got for us?
Brian T.
Absolutely, Brian. What do you got?
Well, we have no power in the First and Cornhusker area. Lots of trees down. And so far, my wife called 3 different pizza places, and the only one that was open was Papa John's.
Okay. And then what was that address again?
First and Cornhusker area.
First and Cornhusker. Okay, that is good to know.
We had power for about 10 minutes, and then they shut it off, and then it shut off again.
Okay.
So somebody's been working on it.
There we go. There we go, brother. And then how's the traffic in the area? I mean, stoplights working,
Well, right
that sort of deal?
now, I'm just going through the North Bottoms, about to turn on to 10th Street by the stadium, just north of the stadium, heading to Union College, and I will see how it is down south, down there here in a few minutes.
All right. Brian T., thank you. Greatly appreciate you helping the community tonight. This is a big deal for folks to reach out and communicate and let folks know what's going on.
Copy that.
Hey, man, get you some good pizza, too.
Papa John's. There you go. That's one of them still open for you.
Hey, man, it's good to know. Also, can you read Big Ty's text there?
Yep. Also, this one from Big Ty. And again, 402-464-5685. That is the number to text in. This one, Big Ty. Also, if you can volunteer to help some people, do it. A lot of people can't afford to have a tree taken out or things hauled off. That is a good point. That stuff's expensive. I've worked in the tree service before. It costs you a few $1,000s at times, depending on what the rates are. So absolutely, if you want to be that great neighbor, especially in times like this where everybody could probably use a little bit of help in certain areas, absolutely volunteer to help.
And a really good thing that if you're able, check on your neighbors.
Yes.
Check on your neighbors. If you have power and they don't, good to know. If you're able to help them with a meal and they need it, do so. If you're picking up food, pick up enough, right? It's a thing in place. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break here. We're going to come back more here, just updating weather, storm, power outages, etc. here on the Ticket Weeknights.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Broadcasting is rewarding and exciting. Local broadcasters make a difference in people's lives every day. Join our industry. Attend the 93.7 The Ticket Lincoln Area Broadcasters Career Fair Tuesday, August 6th at the Embassy Suites in Lincoln. Whether you want to be on the air or behind the scenes, many exciting jobs are available right here in Lincoln. Visit our booth at the 93.7 The Ticket Lincoln Area Broadcasters Job Fair Tuesday, August 6th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Embassy Suites in Lincoln.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Treads Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Treads Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Treads Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. We know that navigating the legal system is stressful and overwhelming, but Liberty Law Group will carry that burden for you. When you're facing legal issues, make the right call. 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family nights? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike three, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning. Now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, gang, it's Wednesday night. DP, Harrison Arns. And again, we paused local programming just to be able to kind of share information tonight. So that's the purpose of Vision. There's power outages. There's another weather cycle that is still an issue. There's still a watching effect until 10 o'clock tonight in various parts. Trees are falling. Traffic lights aren't working, and there are power outages everywhere. So we need for all of us to share information. Again, we're kind of acting as a hub to just share information. News channels are paying attention. There are other stations that aren't on. So you are the source tonight. You're the voice.
And this is good stuff to know from a text line. Please keep texting in 402-464-5685. And I do want a quick programming note, even though we're going to switch back to normal programming come 9 o'clock with the Malone radio show. We still want you guys to keep chiming in there. We will bring it up throughout the show on some of these updates. But this one, unknown texter, appreciate it. And he hasn't had power since 5, and that is 20th and Park Avenue. So even if you still don't have power, Let's see, he's going on there. We're going 3+ hours here without power. So again, all the more reason that if you need something to eat tonight, go support local business. And LDS, they are out there working. But as I mentioned before, with the power outages at one point in time, all the way up to 34K, it's going to take some time to get everybody up with their lights on. And as it gets darker, they're probably going to make some of these roads priority to get that lit up. So just continue to be safe. Even though the storm's passed, there's still a lot of aftermath, post work that needs to be done.
Yeah, through all of it. And of course, Brian T, big man, great appreciate you sharing information. Traffic light out in all directions, 13th and K. Traffic is lighter than usual on a Wednesday, also 21st and K. Share your information because, again, as folks monitor, and there are reminders required that power is still out and that families are without and that traffic lights are out. If you see a tree in the road, that you share. So folks who are making plans, remember, some folks have been somewhere where this information hasn't been available to them. And a lot of folks are just tuning in to find out that, my goodness gracious, there are people in the city who are struggling tonight. There are restaurants that are open. So if you haven't been home and don't know if you have power, you might want to grab something on the way home at any one of the restaurants that you see open with power who are serving foods. Again, we'll shout out to our folks at Muchachos. Nick stopped by and took care of Harrison and I, but they're open. Laszlo's is open. Highball across the street if you want to stop and get a beverage and just chill until things kind of make sense, and maybe until power gets redone. There are spots open around. Cane's is open.
Yep.
Popeyes is open.
Papa John's
Arby's, is open.
Yep.
Right. Ramos Pizza, they're open. So keep reporting. If you are working in a place that serves food, please text and just say, hey, yes, we're open. We can make it available for you. If you're in working in a bar and you want to say, hey, listen, a place to stop off. It's dry. It's safe. If you can get here, please do so. If you're driving down the road and you see an accident or you see a tree in the road, feel free. You can take a picture, send it in, get that information across as well. Harrison, let's go to the weather radar, if you would please, sir.
Yep. So we'll just give another update here. So again, looks like currently it's all south of us, still up in that Beatrice area, but it's going to keep rolling through Beatrice, going northwest through it. And it does look like Omaha should be completely out of it up until possibly later tonight, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anywhere near as severe as the storm front that just went through. But again, yeah, it's really just south, in particular, when you get as far south as Beatrice, that area is likely to probably see some more storms throughout the night here.
Yeah, Becky is still in Beatrice. She's still there. She said, she used the cluster word for what's going on there. So she's probably going to hang out there for a bit, at least until that's there. The different areas. And again, wherever if you're at a place where the weather is still being impacted, text us 402-464-5685. Let us know that, hey, listen, weather's getting kind of tricky over here. Be careful. Remember that as the traffic lights are out, the 4-way traffic stop thing rules are in effect. So please take care of each other. Proceed with caution. Have your speed under control. Have your head on a swivel. Both hands on the wheel. All the necessaries. Just to take care of us. Again, you don't know what the other person is seeing or not seeing. And we're hearing about it. And I know that the first responders are doing everything. Literally 22 texts of trees down. Those trees have to be removed.
Well, we got power lines down too, and those are obviously extremely hazardous situation to be
Those
in.
become the priority. Roads that are being blocked, of course, traffic is being redirected. We see a lot of it in the picture window down here on 11th and O, so we can kind of see what folks are going through. If anything in the area is being rerouted, it ends up on O Street.
Yeah, that's a good point. we certainly see the rerouting. But yeah, I can't help but keep going back to I think with those power lines being down. Especially since we had the texter chiming in since 5 o'clock, he's been without power with some of those power lines down. It could be quite a while, and I know LES is probably going to do everything they can to get it up effectively and quickly. But again, with those power lines being down, you might have to have a backup plan just for as long as you can. What are you going to do without power? Because I'm hard pressed to believe that they're going to be able to get all of this done in a rapid fashion. They're going to be working on it all night long, I'm sure, but be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, through all of it, and again, we see Lincoln police driving back and forth. We see tow trucks from the accidents.
I've seen a few tree services already,
and all of those people had their day disrupted. Not even to mention how they were going to get home with the accident, and then what situation they were going to have to deal with when they got there. So, check on your neighbors. Check on them. Just simple deal. Check on your friends. If you have power on your phone, text them and say, hey, listen, are you okay? Do you need anything? If you have power and can make a sandwich for somebody, do it. Like, just do it. Like, it's really a thing, right? So through all of this, again, the first responders, we've seen the emergency folks, we've seen several ambulances going by along the way. Again, we greatly appreciate you folks on O Street who are just sharing information. Hopefully other means of communication open up and folks can do that. But throughout the course of the evening, until folks are in a better situation and under control, share information on the text line. If you want to call in and just say it and get it out instead of texting, that's fine too. Again, we have to trust you that you're going to take care of the airwaves in this time of need and that you handle your business. But for the restaurant workers who are staying, there are folks who are staying at restaurants because they don't have enough people, but they're making food.
Yep.
And they're trying to do it. And again, Nick came to the rescue. We've been here for a bit. He came and dropped off tons of food, enough food. Again, let folks know. What did he get you? What
mac and cheese burrito.
The mac and
I'll
cheese
tell you
burrito.
what, our breaks are 5 minutes. I damn near got half of that burrito in 5 minutes. So well done, Nick. It is worth the praise.
Yeah, I mean, to do it, if the restaurants are open, let us know so that we can. And again, this is a great opportunity for us to shout out your restaurant and your company. If this is what it is, if you're in tree removing service, let us know. If you know of a good tree removing service, let us know. There's going to be a need for a lot of landscape folks because as these trees hit lawns, listen, if you have some of these pictures on social media of these trees being uprooted, there's going to take some serious professional work to get this thing back to normal pretty quickly. So if you have information, it's a wonderful evening to share the information.
Absolutely. And again, as this text line still open here, feel free to join in 402-464-5685. That is the Sartor Heyman text line. And real quick, I mean, as we're giving shout outs to all these tree services, obviously we've seen the tow trucks, LES, the police, and everybody else we're not mentioning, of course, medical services well out there, as we've seen some wrecks. Just continue to chime in here and keep us updated because this thing, it feels like the storm's gone. That's fantastic. But of course, it is kind of the aftermath now. The only positive thing we can really do in the aftermath, support the community and just keep giving each other updates to keep everybody safe. And Tanner's, shout out Tanner's, is open, serving great food and adult beverages, as always.
How about that? Those are our friends, our buddies at Tanner's. We appreciate that shout out and reminding us that Tanner's is out there doing their thing.
Fantastic spot in South Lincoln.
Yep. Love it. Capitol Parkway and A Street, 48th and normal traffic lights are out as well. Here's the thing. It's getting darker. Oh, look, Papa John's is delivering.
See, there you go.
There you go.
We got proof. There's the Papa John's truck.
Papa John's is delivering. So that's outstanding. Reach out if you the Taco Inn is open. Outstanding. I haven't done Taco Inn.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay. To people who haven't tried Taco Inn, if that's the nearest one near you and you're looking for something to eat, I recommend
How many of them are there?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like there's certain ones. I'm such a creature of habit.
I go to the same one every time. So that's always my problem. Let me see how.
You know what I need to know is Canopy Street Market still open?
That one I'm not entirely sure. And again, some of these with the weather, I understand if some of these places decided to close, if they got people that got to drive. So I'm not entirely sure. But if you know Canopy Street Market,
yeah, Dan Swanson and the crew. Let me look and see. No, it's closed. It's closed. Bummer.
Okay, so you got 4 Lincoln locations, Taco Inn. So you got multiple. So you should be able to find them. 84th and Nebraska Parkway, 70th and O Street. Both of those places, they got dining rooms and drive-throughs.
Oh, they're
56th Holdridge, dining room drive-through, South 48th and South 48th Street, 4039. And they get a drive-through as well. Or excuse me, and then 11th and Cornhusker. They got another one. So they're all over for you.
Texas says, don't ask questions, just get it. Because I am such a creature of habit. And I'm at this phase in my life where all I do, I come to work and go home. Like, I keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to expand. But usually people have to introduce me to the things that are fully Lincoln. So, yeah, I don't know about it. I don't know. He said the 48th Street Taco Inn is out of beef.
Oh, man.
From
I
the
can
text
believe
line.
it.
Yeah.
Might be one of the few spots open where people are trying to quick get in there. All right, so if you want beef, they got multiple locations, as we pointed out. So if you really want to try it, make sure you get beef. I'm sure some of those other locations got it.
And this is why. So every 10 minutes, we're giving updates on power outages and weather. And from the text, and so guys, I know you're not a weather station, but could you give us an update on what might be happening storm-wise yet? We don't have the internet. Again, this is why we're going to repeat things over the course of this evening. Weather and power outage information every 10-15 minutes. Harrison, what do you have?
Yep. Let me refresh it again here to make sure we're up to date. So again,
he says the South 48th Street Taco Inn closes at 8 p.m. every day.
Okay.
But somebody texted and said they were open. So conflict of information.
All right. So here we are. This is at 8:40. Again, just looking at the radar. Just updated here. So again, south of Lincoln, you're definitely going to be looking at some rain here. It's still up in that Beatrice area. When you get as far south and you get into Beatrice, that's where you're still going to see probably some lightning and some thunderstorms, probably some strong winds with it as well. North of Lincoln, you're pretty much in the clear. Nothing really is developing as the moment for these next few hours. I did mention Lincoln around 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. There's a chance of some more rain, but very small amount, about ½ inch to a ¼ inch possible. And again, the rest of the storm, that main front is now pretty much pushed northwest out past Omaha as well. So really the only dangerous spot right now, as currently sitting here at 8:43 p.m., is if you're in that Beatrice area, south of Beatrice in particular. That's where you're going to see that storm cell with the thunder and lightning and probably some strong winds behind it as well.
It is amazing to hear all the stuff that's going on. 70th and O Street is out of beef too. He said, oh, what a terrible storm. I'll tell the grandkids about it one day. Look, it's a real thing that listen, in a snowstorm situation, sometimes you can prepare, right? You can prepare. You can make the run to the store, get what you need, and get batteries and all that stuff. But in the summer, this type of storm, it wasn't on my personal radar. And it certainly upgraded because we thought the watch was going to be until 6 o'clock, from 5 to 6. It is extended until 10 o'clock. And then what happened with the power, because you don't know where it's going to hit, you didn't know that the traffic was going to be a mess. There are floods even in our building. But our bathrooms flooded here at the station. Great save, by the way, and getting trash cans under it and making sure. But the last storm, it was a thing. So we understood it. And we will continue to give information because there are people without power. LES, the communication stream is down. We're kind of just making as much of what we can do here in sharing information. As the texter said, we're not a weather and news station, but we are. We're Lincoln news. We're able to transmit and communicate. And we don't know who else is on air. We don't know what they're saying about what, and we don't know where they are. So we need for you to tell us where you are, what's working, what's not working. If stoplights aren't working, please let us know. If traffic is building up, please let us know, because it's getting darker.
Yes.
And without traffic lights and without power, it becomes different. It's more difficult to see trees and branches and things that are being pushed by the weather and the wind. It's difficult. So we need for you to be committed to sharing information over the course of this thing. Harrison will give updates every 10, 15 minutes or so about the power outages. And then, of course, the weather and any updates that we can provide. We'll throw
Yep.
it to break. We'll come back.
Well, actually, before we throw it to break, I do got some good news here. Just something to keep in mind. Now, if you're still without power, feel free to chime in here. But again, looking at the LES outage map, that number has dropped down again. So now they're about down to 27,000. It was last time we checked at 30,000. So hopefully that's a sign of some progress. But of course, Thomas and Lincoln chimes in. Some lights by the airport are not working. So there's definitely going to be still plenty of areas, maybe even some areas that haven't been reported yet. But it is a good sign that LES, what was reported out there, that number is going down. So they are out there working on it. I'm going to continue to update. And I think a good rule of thumb, 10 minutes. I can't stress enough. We're going to switch over to different programming, but every 10 minutes we'll give you a weather update. And if you're in a situation where you want that update now, feel free to just chime in. We
just
can,
ask.
Yes, exactly.
Just ask.
We're kind of aware of where we're at position-wise with no electricity for some of those people out there and us being the only place to really get information. So don't feel rude. Interrupt the show. We'll give you the update if you need it. But don't go anywhere. We'll do one more segment. Again, one-on-one with DP right here, 93.7 The Ticket, 1040 O Street. We'll talk to you on the other side.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
Because they can't
hold
get
their
out there and
hand
do
on
nothing.
the field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello. Thanks.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Ready to upgrade your combine or head in 2024? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help you find the right equipment to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.75% interest for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of July. When you purchase a pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark, know you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Play ball! Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement.
Strike three, you're out.
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
Old School with DP and J.
Can Nebraska have a player-led locker room in year 2 under Matt Rule?
I think it could be in year 2. I always say this: we had great captains every year I was here, but I always say some of our best leaders weren't necessarily our captains. So I think when you have that, that's a player-led team. So it doesn't matter how old the quarterback is.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
DP, Harrison Arns. We're trying to figure out. The Graduate is the hotel. So the Graduate and the Holiday Inn had rooms. Folks were looking for a place in case they didn't get power tonight. Downtown hotels that weren't overly expensive. The Graduate had $90 rates plus taxes and fees for folks that wanted to just get out of the house because they don't have power. Yeah.
Yep. Looking on Google right now, $89 is what they got listed. So $89 for a place to stay tonight. If you don't got power, not too bad of a deal there. I do want to get some of these texts here, and then after, so I'll give you guys another weather update. As I said, try to give those to you for every 10 minutes. Yep. If you need one now, feel free to just chime in, and I will give you there on the spot. This one from Railroader Matt. There's Runza 33rd and Nebraska Parkway is open and friendly tonight on top of it. Thomas and Lincoln, some lights by the airport are not working. So again, that airport area, seen that multiple times now. So it is officially dark now. So be careful if you're out there. Those street lamps aren't going to be on if they're without power. Unknown texter. Great. This is for especially tomorrow when you wake up, assess the damage. I recommend get a pen and note out if you're looking at the services for tree service. We got Todd Mason, tree removal. He can be reached at 402-440-0085. So that's 402-440-0085. That is how you can reach Todd Mason, tree removal. So again, and Cleet from Lincoln, the last one here. Appreciate the kind words here. And you guys are a big part of this too. For the community, we're again, not out there on the field. So your guys' notes that you're bringing to us are greatly helping as we're trying to update you guys with information. Last weather check before I throw it back to DP here. Again, this is now sitting here at about 8:55, still in that Beatrice area. So again, Beatrice is still south of us, but when you get about that far down, that's where you're going to see the thunderstorm cells. really north of Lincoln, you're pretty much in the clear. Even Omaha area, most of that's pushed northwest now. But again, in that Beatrice area, it's probably going to be active for a little while longer yet. So that's the only area. If you're out there, be safe. And of course, trees on the road, just in the aftermath, you got to be careful, especially with lights being out.
Yeah, and in full. If you have people that provide services that can help, you know what? I'll give the waiver tonight. Like, let's shout them out. I'm cool with dealing with that. In times of need, we have to be here. Again, check on your neighbors tonight. If you have access and resource, make sure they have power. Find out if they don't. See if there's anything that can help, and then communicate. Because again, as it darkens quickly here, that it's going to be tougher to see as trees are falling. If weather changes, again, we want to thank the first responders for all that they're doing. The LES folks who are just hustling, and we see it because we see them driving by the trucks in numbers for folks going through. The Lincoln Police, again, in numbers, they're moving back and forth. They're doing their thing, trying to help folks. Tow trucks as they're going through.
Ambulances, medical services.
Right. The folks who are working with the power lines, because listen, that's a real deal. And then be careful, because there are folks without resource who are in the streets, and you need to take care of them. So if you're traveling, take care. If you see restaurants that are open, please feel free to shout them out. Text us throughout the course of the next hour. Text. Because if you're out of power, it still allows us to communicate that you're out of power. If stoplights aren't working as you're driving through, please communicate that. If there are trees in the road, please let folks know areas to avoid in situations that still have circumstance. Restaurants that are open, we're going to shout you out and send people your way, because there are people without power. There are people that still need to eat, that still need resources. Again, this is kind of on the fly because it wasn't planned, and we need to look out for each other. So here's the deal. I'm going to take a break, but the folks from the Malone Center are going to come in. Harrison's going to keep everybody on time and informed. And then I'll be around. So I'll probably come back at the 10 o'clock hour just to check back in to make sure that everything's happening as it needs to, and that folks are communicating. So greatly appreciate you all. Stay connected, stay communicating, please. And most importantly, stay safe.